Live from WFSB, Connecticut's #1 local news. This is Channel 3 Eyewitness News at 11.
First tonight at 11, groped near a school. Tonight, police in one shoreline city are looking for someone who is preying on young girls. Good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Hena Daniels. Dennis is off tonight. Investigators say a man is going after students and groping them. Channel 3's Tina Martin is live in Bridgeport with this disturbing warning. Tina.
Hena, Bridgeport police have been trying to get the word out to parents via social media and letters to them as well. They say what's most disturbing about this is that the incidents all happened within a week's time last month.
It's scary to hear that. I know a lot of times, like, a lot of the schools let out and stuff, and you see tons of kids, like, roaming through the streets and everything, you know, but you would never expect, to this effect. For anyone to be groped.
It's enough to make any parent nervous, and Juan Urena says he'll keep an even closer eye on his kids after learning that Bridgeport police are investigating a groper on the loose. Investigators say they have 6 credible and connected cases of female students ages 13 to 18 being fondled near several schools. In each case, police say a man walks up and touches the victims. The incidents all happened late last month near St. Andrews Academy, Harding High School, and Bullard Havens Tech. Juan hopes police catch whoever's responsible. In the meantime, he hopes that parents will have some important conversations.
Just educate your kids, besides the typical having that, that talk with your kids and stuff about drugs and sex and all that, just to be aware about the surroundings.
Be aware of your surroundings is something that's being reiterated by Bridgeport police. If you know anything about these incidents, please give Bridgeport police a call. We're live with the mobile newsroom in Bridgeport tonight. Tina Martin, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Tina. We are following developing news from Chile tonight. A major earthquake is sending panic across the country. It even triggered a tsunami warning and mass evacuations. The surveillance video from inside a restaurant shows how much the 8.2 magnitude earthquake rocked the region. You can see people fighting to hold on. The quake struck off the coast of northern Chile. Chile's National Emergency Office has urged everyone's evacuation to the South American nation's coast. Back here in Connecticut, our other big story tonight.
I just felt so close to him, and we made a connection, and I've never felt that with any other teacher. So
tonight, students rallied to keep a popular coach in the game. After hearing their mentor's contract wasn't being renewed, they decided to take action in West Hartford. Channel 3's Matthew Campbell spent the night getting answers at Hall High School, where he spoke with the beloved coach.
The chants rang loudly through the BOE chambers in West Hartford. Hall High students want their coach to stay.
All the students support him. We all love him. He's just an all-around great guy, so we just want to keep him around. Mackenzie Modeletz was just one of many who says Coach Nick Colagiovanni was more than just a gym teacher. He was seen as a mentor. He just shows them so much respect that they give him respect back. In addition to teaching gym, Coach C was a receivers coach on the football team, a sprinting coach in track, and the assistant baseball coach. Rob Parra, a receiver, got the word during a team meeting with the head coach.
Took us all into the weight room and just said, guys, we can tell you 2 things. One is that Coach C is not going to be rehired next year, and the second is you just got to be behind him 100% of the way.
And the students are showing their support for the 3-year veteran. A petition generated more than 1,200 signatures. A Facebook group has more than 800 members.
And we don't think he'd think of doing anything wrong, so we just don't know why they're taking this decision to not rehire him for next year.
Both the school administration and the Board of Ed told us they couldn't comment on a personnel issue. So with many questions still swirling, Eyewitness News went to the source. Speaking over the phone with us, Coach Colagiovanni tells us tardiness may be the reason. In October, he was 20 minutes late for PSAT proctoring.
He's just very humble, so he's not trying to get involved in it.
But students are hoping the love and support seen tonight will overshadow the mistakes. And whether or not Coach C gets his job back, students say they learned a valuable life lesson.
I think we just learned how much people can come together.
And Matthew Campbell is here now. Matthew, is there any other way for the coach to get his job back?
There is. There's an appeal process, and it's something that he's going to consider, but he tells us that it's not necessarily something that he is going to do. Now, Coach C, he also had a statement for all of his supporters and all of the whole high community. He tells us, quote, "The amount I learned from staff and kids of having a positive attitude makes it really easy to love what I do, and I'm proud to represent what they did tonight. These kids mean the world to me." So still a lot left to follow. We're going to keep you posted on the outcome. His contract expires at the end of June.
All right, we know you will, Matthew. Thank you so much. All new tonight, a case of road rage turns into a wild situation after a driver pulls out a gun on I-84. The scene was caught on video by an eyewitness in Vernon this afternoon. Police say a group of men got out of their car after becoming angry at another driver. This all happened on an on-ramp. When they approached that vehicle, police say the person behind the wheel pulled out a gun. Turns out the driver had a permit for the gun but was still arrested and charged with reckless endangerment. And the 3 men who approached him were charged with breach of peace. There's more fallout over how a public safety dispatcher mishandled a call for help in Hartford. Tonight, that dispatcher and 2 officers have been named in a federal lawsuit. The incident stemmed from a 911 call following a shooting last August. The dispatcher hung up on the caller, and as a result, the body of a murder victim wasn't found until the next day. The lawsuit claims that the defendants violated the civil rights of the victim, Valentina Santos Jr. A school bus driver in West Haven is accused of sexually assaulting a 15-year-old girl. 51-year-old Alan DeMann was supposed to be driving students to school, but police say he was preying on one of his passengers, a 15-year-old girl in a special needs program. Police say the inappropriate behavior started in September when he started rubbing her legs on the bus. Over several months, they say it escalated to him sexually touching her. Police say the victim eventually told a school resource officer.
This child felt comfortable coming to a police officer in a school assigned to the schools and explaining that she was a victim of a sexual assault. That's invaluable. According to court documents, DeMann said the girl was the one who was acting inappropriately. Winkle Bus Company says it immediately suspended them. Tonight, disturbing details about a woman accused of threatening to go on a shooting rampage at high schools in Danbury and Stratford. According to court documents, Natalie Carpenter said she just wanted to become famous. Police say she had a fascination with the Columbine school shooting and said she wanted to gain fame by doing something similar. She was arrested last month after police say she told staff at a group home in Torrington about her plans. Carpenter is currently in protective custody in a hospital. Still ahead tonight, a special I-team investigation.
Obviously, we're really concerned that we're not going to have a wedding.
A local couple left in limbo and their wedding put in jeopardy. They made shocking discovery about their wedding venue, and now they're turning to the I-team for help. And also, all new, it was supposed to be a family getaway, but this vacation left them violated and angry. More on the house of horrors that awaited them.
Over the coming days, temperatures will fluctuate quite a bit. I have some thoughts on what day could be cooler than expected and what day could be the warmest of the year so far.
Get the latest on healthcare from the experts at Hartford Hospital, from breakthrough technologies to family health and wellness. Watch Medical Rounds on Eyewitness News and talk to the experts live on the phone or online. Medical Rounds, Wednesday at 5:30 on Eyewitness News. From unique classes to inspiring teachers, see Connecticut's best in action.
Do you guys know that you're a cool school? It's really cool.
Cool Schools, Friday on Eyewitness News this morning. Sponsored by Big Y. Only the best for your family from ours.
Before I came to Goodwin College, I was working in the insurance industry.
I had just moved to this country.
I decided it was time for me to have a career.
At Goodwin College, I'm able to complete the nursing program in 18 months, and that's faster than any other program I've looked into.
The instructors in the nursing program really care about the students. Goodwin gave me the confidence to succeed.
Find your place at Goodwin College.
So you worked late. The kids' practice let out early. And that dinner time phone call from the mother-in-law? Yeah, that was right on time. But thank you, Mr. Forecast. No problem. Bruce and Mark have you covered. Early warning weather every 10 minutes. Weeknights only on Eyewitness News.
How are you sleeping? Maybe it's time to get to Raymore and Flanagan.
We have the largest selection of mattresses in the Northeast at the guaranteed lowest prices.
Guaranteed?
Guaranteed.
Like this comfy Serta Queen set for only $3.99 with free next day delivery, setup, and old mattress removal.
No money down, interest-free financing.
Don't you think it's time to sleep better?
Make Raymore and Flanagan your mattress destination.
Start your day with early warning weather.
And pinpoint traffic every 10 minutes.
Weekday morning starting at 4:30.
Wake up with Eyewitness News this morning.
Sleepy's one-day mattress sale is tomorrow. Preview the sale today and get a Simmons Queen mattress set starting as low as $2.99. Only at Sleepy's, the mattress professionals.
We have an I-Team investigation for you tonight. A soon-to-be bride called the I-Team when she suddenly found out the place where she planned to hold her wedding did not have the permits needed to hold the event. The couple was left in limbo and scrambled to find a replacement, but the venue refused to return their deposit. At least they did until the I-Team got involved. Chief Investigative Reporter Eric Parker has more.
When Jenna Wilkie and Adam Harrison got engaged, their focus quickly turned to where they'd have their big day. Her parents suggested the Country Loft Antiques, not far from their home.
We scoped it out online. It looked absolutely gorgeous. We went and saw it in person, and we put a deposit down right then and there. It was perfect.
Yeah, we fell in love with it.
And when you search for Country Loft online, Google takes you straight to their events page. There's a blushing bride, a big white tent, and gorgeous scenery.
What was your first sign of trouble?
The newspaper article that came out in the Republican American.
That article spoke of a zoning dispute and said until it was resolved, Country Loft Antiques was not supposed to host large events like weddings. Panicked, Jenna called the business's owner, Carol Weiner.
It was assured to us that it was not accurate and that it was going to be retracted because it was false statements.
Anxious for answers, they called the town, and Jenna says she was told the news in the article was true. Weddings were not permitted.
The building just it's not meant to hold that many people, I guess, legally.
But the couple wasn't willing to wait for Country Loft to work out their problems. They were terrified their wedding day would arrive and their venue would be off limits. So they booked a new venue early this year. But when they called to cancel with Country Loft, they were stunned to hear that their $1,000 deposit would not be returned unless their date was booked for another event. The contract does clearly state it's non-refundable, but the couple believes it's immoral to keep it when the venue signed a contract for a wedding that they couldn't legally host.
When we signed the contract, she could not legally hold her end of it.
Yeah.
So it's null.
So the I-Team came here to the Woodbury town offices to find out where things stand. For purely outdoor weddings with catering, there's still permission needed by the health district and the fire marshal. Anything inside in the antique shop, that's still a long way off, they say. It requires building permits, and they haven't even been pulled yet.
We're spending, a lot of money on getting those issues resolved.
So the I-Team went to Country Loft Antiques. The owner wasn't there, and events coordinator Kathy Bennett was not willing to do a formal interview on camera. She at first claimed they could hold outdoor weddings right now without restriction. But when the I-Team told her we had this letter from the local health district outlining a list of conditions that must be met first, she admitted they did need what she called final inspections. But the director of the Pomperaug Health District told the I-Team by phone it's more than that. Plans for the new septic system and the prep kitchen have been approved, but they need to be installed before any outdoor weddings or events can legally be held here with catering. As for indoor weddings, Bennett also claimed that was a minor issue that would be resolved soon. But the Woodbury building inspector told the I-Team his office hasn't even so much as seen plans for required improvements that include handicap ramps and new bathrooms. The local fire marshal said everyone involved has been working with Carol Weiner, but a lot of work still needs to be done to get all the final approvals. Kathy Bennett did confirm that the company was planning to keep Jenna and Adam's deposit until their date was rebooked. But when the I-Team went through everything we uncovered and demanded to know why the business signed a contract for a wedding they weren't legally permitted to hold, she relented. She said the $1,000 would be mailed to the couple soon.
We totally would understand if we just decided, oh, we found another venue, or, you know, we got into an argument with them and we no longer wanted to work with them. We could see how, okay, then it's on us. We understood the terms, but it's a completely different situation to feel that, you know, we were kind of squeezed. We had to make a decision.
Because in Woodbury, time is passing and wedding bells are approaching fast. The couple says they simply could not take the risk that the town approvals wouldn't come before their big day. We'll keep you posted on if that promised refund of the deposit arrives in time to help the soon-to-be newlyweds pay for their new venue. With the I-Team, Eric Parker, Channel 3, Eyewitness News.
And we spoke with the bride-to-be this morning. She tells us she still has not received her refund. The head of General Motors was on Capitol Hill today answering tough questions about a faulty ignition switch that led to 13 deaths. Mary Barra began with an apology and said she did not know why it took so long to recall the ignition switches, which could move accidentally, cutting off the car's power systems. The cost for the company to fix these switches was only 57 cents apiece.
So when GM concluded that the tooling cost and price pieces are too high, what does that mean?
I find that statement to be very disturbing.
Barra said the response to the faulty switches was not acceptable. She promised things will be different now, which came too late for victims' families. She will return to the hot seat tomorrow for questioning from a Senate committee. Family, friends, and colleagues paid their respects today to one of 2 Boston firefighters killed in a 9-alarm fire last week. The wake for Lieutenant Ed Walsh was held today in his hometown of Watertown. Hundreds of firefighters from all over the state came to show support. He will be laid to rest tomorrow morning. A wake for the second firefighter who was killed in the fire, Michael Kennedy, will also be held tomorrow.
Now, Channel 3 early warning weather with Chief Meteorologist Bruce DePriest.
Hi, first of all, let me update you on the river situation. In the Connecticut River in Hartford, the river flood warning has already been canceled. In Middle Hannah, the river is just below flood stage. It's forecast to rise 0.4 feet above flood stage by early tomorrow. So a minor flood there in Middle Hannah. Now, the Housatonic River at Falls Village, the river is just barely above flood stage, but it's receding. And at Gaylordsville, right at flood stage, and the river is also receding. So some good news there. There's our iCam in Hartford tonight, where we've had some clouds drifting on by, and our iCam in New Haven, where it's dry and cool. It's got a little bit of a breeze. You can see the flag there. That is a south to southeasterly wind that has really cooled off the entire state after a fairly mild start to the month of April. There is early warning pinpoint Doppler scanning the state dry. And in Hartford, it did make it up to 57 today. The normal high for April 1st is 54. Right now, it's 40 with that wind out of the south-southeast at around 3 miles an hour. 39 degrees in Groton, 38 in Norwich. It's 40 in New Haven, 40 in Hartford. All these temperatures have really got knocked down in a hurry due to a pretty good southerly breeze, southeasterly winds in some locations across the state, bringing in that much cooler maritime air. But tomorrow is going to be another mild day. Looking at highs around the Northeast, we had a combination of 40s, 50s, and near 60 in Connecticut. And off to our west, Pittsburgh had a high of 77, Buffalo 68. It's not going to get that warm around here tomorrow, but we do have a shot at 60 degrees. Looking at the clouds moving across the area right now, one band did not produce any rain, and it's going to clear out for a little while, but then more clouds off to our west. They'll be moving in toward morning. And we do have a little disturbance to talk about that is causing some rain in the Ohio Valley. It is kind of moving to the east-northeast, and we'll see some clouds from it tomorrow, and maybe a little bit of rain brushing the New York City area, possibly coastal Connecticut, but I think most of the state is going to stay dry during the day tomorrow. Here's our morning futurecast, where we show you tomorrow's weather today, and watch how close the rain tries to come into the New York City area. And then it moves on out by around midday, and then it turns out to be a pretty decent day with partly sunny skies in the afternoon. On ahead to Thursday, we start out dry. Clouds increase during the afternoon, and some rain is knocking on our doorstep right there around 7 p.m. So it looks like we will get some rain, especially for Thursday night on into Friday morning. Your lowest tonight in the 30s, 35 Hartford, 35 in New Haven. And your highs for tomorrow, 61 in Hartford, 60 at Enfield, and around 52 in New London with that onshore wind once again. Now, Thursday, 58 degrees with increasing cloudiness. Friday right now, that's the day that could be cooler than expected if we get a northeasterly wind and some rain and a lot of clouds. We could actually be in the 40s, but right after that, Saturday could be the warmest day of the year so far. Some morning showers give way to afternoon sun, breezy and 63. Sunday cooler, but still near 60. And then we could have a decent soaking coming our way Monday night on into a Tuesday of next week. For the shoreline, 54 tomorrow and 53 on Thursday.
Thank you, Bruce. Still ahead tonight, an April Fool's prank goes too far and lands one college employee in handcuffs. The elaborate hoax she created that had people terrified. Plus, it's an amazing story of survival. We'll tell you what this X-ray shows and why one man is truly lucky to be alive.
Wherever news happens.
In New Britain.
In Middletown.
In Waterbury.
With the mobile newsroom in Milford.
No one covers Connecticut like Eyewitness News.
In Wallingford.
In West Hartford.
In New Haven.
We make you an eyewitness to the stories.
The people, the news, where you live.
In Hartford. In New London.
In Manchester.
With the mobile newsroom in Torrington.
From breaking news to stories you won't see anywhere else.
Eyewitness News is everywhere in Connecticut.
Channel 3 Eyewitness News is everywhere.
Hi, I'm Bugsy Brayman, bed bug detection specialist at Brayman Termite and Pest Elimination. Did you know my Uncle Terrence was a termite detection dog? Yep, you could say that scent detection is in my blood. No one uses termite dogs anymore. Why would you when the pros at Brayman are so good at finding and getting rid of termites? I'm all about bed bugs, but when it comes to termites, ants, or whatever else is bugging you, my co-workers at Brayman Pest Elimination are the top dogs. Brayman, we detect and correct, guaranteed.
Nassau's Furniture would like to thank all of our patrons throughout the past 76 years. But now the time has come to close our South Windsor store. A huge going out of business sale is now in progress. This final Nassau's event promises the greatest savings in our long history of serving Southern New England homes. All bedrooms, dining rooms, living rooms, mattress sets, oriental rugs, and loads of fine leather are now offered at great liquidation prices during this historic going out of business sale at Nassau's large showroom at 1315 John Fitch Boulevard, Route 5 in South Windsor. Open 7 days and 5 nights.
Today we're here to show real people the X1 DVR from Xfinity.
Tell me your current DVR situation.
It's been frustrating.
How many shows can you record at once?
Only 2, and you can't change a channel.
With Xfinity, you can record 4 shows at once.
And watch a 5th live.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
Can your service do that?
Absolutely not.
My current provider can't do any of that.
This is inspiring us.
Never miss your favorite shows with the X1 DVR. Get the Xfinity X1 Triple Play for $79.99 a month for a year. Plus, add X1 DVR service. Only at Comcast.com/switch today.
Wake up to what's happening. Start your day with Eyewitness News this morning.
It was supposed to be a vacation getaway, but instead a family ended up feeling violated and angry. A family of 15 from Indiana rented this vacation house in Fort Myers Beach. According to an incident report, a family member took apart a clock radio in the bathroom after realizing it wasn't working and found a small hidden camera placed inside. After searching the house, investigators found 4 more clocks that also contained cameras.
As a property owner, I would have a duty to inform my tenants of the equipment, that it was in a location that would be presumed to be private.
Family told investigators a man who maintained the home visited a few times during their stay to check appliances and other systems. Detectives are now looking to question this man. A woman in South Carolina was arrested after a cruel April Fool's prank. A 54-year-old employee of Virginia College in Spartansburg sent a text message to her daughter about a shooter roaming the campus. Her daughter called 911 and police swarmed the campus only to find out it was an April Fool's joke. Police did not find this joke humorous and arrested that woman. Her daughter will not face any charges because she did not know it was a joke. A man who trims trees for a living in Pennsylvania has to take a few days off after getting a chainsaw stuck in his neck. The X-ray pretty much says it all. James Valentine is lucky to be alive after his chainsaw nearly missed a major artery in his neck.
I just revved it up and just kicked out on me, just nicked me right here, and got stuck in me right there, and that's whenever I tried to get down out of the tree.
The blade of the saw went into his left shoulder and cut into his neck. Doctors say if he was hit 1 inch in either direction, he may not be alive. Many college applicants dream of being accepted to an Ivy League school, but one 17-year-old from Long Island knows what it's like to be accepted to all 8. Quasi Enin got a 2250 on his SATs, all while being an athlete and a musician. He says he hasn't decided which of the Ivy League colleges to choose yet, but he is leaning towards Connecticut's own Yale. And speaking of the Ivy League, Yale's basketball squad is trying to reach a championship game. Mark Robbins will show you how the Bulldogs did tonight. We'll be right back.
Discover the new Mediterranean collection at your local Subway. The new Mediterranean chicken or steak subs on fresh toasted flatbread and the new Mediterranean chicken chop salad. 3 Greek-inspired favorites with feta and tzatziki, a cool creamy cucumber sauce. For even more Greek flavor, add crunchy cucumbers, black olives, or make them the way you say. But the new Mediterranean collection is only here for a short time, so get to a Subway near you. Subway. Eat fresh.
Not getting enough sleep?
It's time to wake up and get into Raymore and Flanigan.
We have the largest selection of mattresses in the Northeast at the guaranteed lowest prices.
Guaranteed?
Guaranteed.
Serta Queen sets start at just $399. Save $250 on Stearns & Foster, up to $500 on Beauty Rest Black.
With free financing, next day delivery, setup, and old mattress removal.
Wake up to a better day.
Make Raymore and Flanigan your mattress destination.
Goodwin College has prepared me for my career in medical assisting by giving me the confidence I need to go out and do my job.
Going to Goodwin College is like being in the real workplace. You take patient records, vital signs, anything that you would be doing in a real work environment, you would be doing in Goodwin College.
I was able to get a job working right out of my internship. Goodwin helped me accomplish all my dreams.
Contact Goodwin College today to learn more about medical assisting.
Quality, service, selection, and solutions. More than just a lighting store.
At Connecticut Lighting Centers, we put the accent on your home.
Spring has sprung.
Longer days, birds chirping, flowers budding.
You need to go shopping.
Go to the Channel 3 Facebook page and enter to win a $250 gift card from West Farms Mall. A new winner announced tomorrow on Eyewitness News at 5.
Looks like the Garcias got a new car.
What'd they get?
I don't know.
Sure doesn't look like a Buick.
Buick.
I'm outside. Where are you? I'm right here. I'm in the Buick. I don't see a Buick.
Take a fresh look at Buick. It just might surprise you.
That's not a Buick. That's what I told him. Wow.
This is nice.
Oh, my.
Experience the new Buick. And for the first time ever, get 0% financing for 60 months on the entire 2014 Buick lineup. Buick, your kind of luxury.
So you used the wrong flea killer. But then why is he the one in the doghouse? Don't blame him. Instead, rely on the #1 choice of vets for their pets, Frontline Plus. The killing force of Frontline Plus uses 2 ingredients. One to kill adult fleas and ticks, plus another to kill flea eggs and larvae, destroying the future generations of fleas. And it keeps fighting for a full 30 days. Ask your vet about Frontline Plus. Accept nothing less.
Hail. Hail.
It's just frozen rain.
Can we just please pull over? There's going to be dents all over the car. What are we, storm chasers? This is insane.
Until there's a climate control knob that actually controls the climate,
See, thank you for agreeing with me.
there's the next best thing. Insurance from AAA.
Now, Eyewitness Sports with Mark Robbins.
Well, the celebration has died down a little bit for the UConn men. Preparations for their Final Four, that's what's kind of on the uptick. The men left for Dallas tonight, but before they did, they had a little time to chat with the media, answering a variety of questions such as how they're dealing with their newfound celebrity.
I'm not a celebrity. I tell everybody I'm not a celebrity. I'm just a regular guy. You know, I don't take advantage of who I am. You know, I don't cut in lines. I don't do nothing like that because of, you know, I just who I am is Shabazz Napier. I'm a student.
Try to sneak my way through campus with a hoodie on, and I think I'm going to enjoy it when we get back. But right now, I think all of us just try to, you know, stay low-key and throw a hat on and run into class and out of class.
Pointers this year. Nothing about the Yale Bulldogs that are low-key these days. At Virginia Military in the semis of the collegeinsider.com, dissecting the VMI zone. Anthony Dahlier getting through the baseline there. And then the jumper at the perimeter from Javier Duran. Yale up 10 at the break and in the second half. Greg Kelly, pure from the corner for 3. Yale's in control, but a scary moment coming up. Yale's Justin Sears going up strong. Comes down hard on his right wrist. He had it taped up immediately, but did not stay in the game, and there is no word yet on whether Sears will be able to play Thursday in the championship game as Yale won 75-62. Bulldogs will play at Murray State for the title on Thursday. A women's Elite Eight game tonight. Stanford hosting North Carolina. UConn gets the winner, and that winner is Stanford. The Cardinal trailed by 6 at halftime, but in the second 20 minutes, a different story. 74-65. Stanford and UConn, the second game Sunday night of the Final Four double dip, approximately 8:30. That'll be after Notre Dame tangles with Maryland. And you know what? It took a little while for the UConn women to get going against Texas A&M last night, but once Kalena Mosqueda-Lewis found her stroke, forget about it. The regional's most outstanding player had 17. Stephanie Dolson with the new Dolson Dipsy Do also made the all-region team, along with Bria Hartley. UConn won that game last night, 69-54, and they, as I mentioned, will now take on Stanford in the Final Four. Notre Dame lost one of its best players to a knee injury last night. Forward Natalie Achunwa injured her knee right there on that pick-and-roll play against Baylor last night. Tore her ACL, and she entered 14 points and nearly 8 rebounds a game, done for the tournament. UConn head coach Gino Auriemma said he felt sick to his stomach when he heard. Notre Dame coach Muffet McGraw says her team can still win the national title. Hey, it's opening night for the Yankees, and if you got to start on the road, why not play the worst team in the league from a year ago, the Houston Astros? Great crowd for opening day in Houston. This despite a team that lost 111 games a year ago. I think the Astros fed off the support because against CC Sabathia in the bottom of the first, Jesus Guzman with a 2-run home run. Already 3-0 Astros at this point. Second inning, L.J. Hose. And there goes a second smash to left. 5-0 at this point. Yankees couldn't get it going. The Astros beat them tonight by the final of 6-2. And Tiger Woods is off the PGA Tour indefinitely after surgery yesterday to repair a pinched nerve in his back. Woods will miss the Masters, which starts in 9 days right here on WFSB. The doctors told Tiger the microdiscectomy went well, and now he must begin his rehabilitation. Tiger says he's hopeful to return to the tour sometime this summer. So he's got some time to work on that, and we got time to work on everything UConn as we continue to prepare for the Final Four for both the men and the women. It's going to be something crazy.
Crazy. And I love how humble the players are. They're just all so sweet and grounded. I love to hear that.
They've come back pretty quickly after making the Final Four, which is important because they got games in a few days.
Right. And what was that term you used last week? Shabazz-tastic?
Shabazz-tastic.
I love that. I love it. I love that. And Bruce is here with the last check on weather.
Well, we got a mild day for tomorrow and Thursday. Some showers move in late. And Friday, well, it's going to be a cool day with some rain, but the weekend will turn out to be nice.
Nice. Thank you, Bruce. Thank you so much for joining us. Letterman is next. Have a great night.
Biggest sale, the 50-50-50 sale.